All right, I'll take any questions.
Are you going to give Jerry a ball as well after this one?
He already has it. He's excited. He'll be struggling to talk for a while.
Can you take us through over here? Sorry, over here.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Can you kind of take us through the process of him installing the offense and how it kind of came about and how it clicked so well, scored on your first 5 drives, and guys, look like a new team?
I'm going to start with this, man. He's a coach's kid. You move around the country when you're young. You're trying to figure out all your new friends and things like that. So before he even became a coach, he was dealt with having to be ready to go at any time. So he was a short week for him to get ready. Did a great job of using stuff we've been doing before and adding new to it. And then we wanted to control the time of possession and slow things down. The plan worked to a T. That was a game of a lot of situations. There was a lot of things happening, and we just kept the guys calm and just take it one play at a time. And, man, Jerry did a great job with that.
Obviously, Jerry, sort of the hero, but Nico was also huge, especially on the ground. What can you say about him and how he just responded tonight? Big-time
players make big-time plays, and that's what he did out there. There's times we have drop back passes and nobody's open, and he just takes off, makes a guy miss, and it springs an explosive run. He's a player. I mean, he's a football player. It doesn't matter what the play call is. You have to always account for him, and he rises to the occasions. That's the main thing I love about him. There's no pressure too big for him, so he applies pressure to defenses. So I'm just happy for him, man. He's our leader of the team. Everybody voted. He was the #1 vote getter on the team for captains, and I just love that kid and appreciate him so much.
Skip, at the start of the week, I asked you about the explosive plays earlier, right? And I think you had 2 of them of 15 or more yards on that first drive. How big was it to, get off to that kind of start? And also the onside kick. I mean, take us through as far as, was that something you knew you were going to do going into this game, or was it just feel?
We were going to be super aggressive but not do dumb things. The plan was if we scored a touchdown first, we were going to go to it. And just a lot of film study, just watching those guys on kickoffs, when they're on kickoff return, and seeing that outside guy, if he was just going to run early and things like that. And over a 2-year study, they always ran over when we had little motion guys going. So it was a long study. We felt confident in it, and it worked. I mean, we practiced that thing just this week. That's it, just this week. It wasn't like something we've been doing all season. This week we did it. Team had a great kick, and we completed a kick pass, and worked to a charm. So we're going to always be aggressive. That's just my nature, and then that's the nature of the team now, and we're going to continue to do that.
Coach Skip, congratulations on your first win. Nico, you let him run loose. Was that in the during the week in preparations to let Nico use his legs a little bit more during this game?
We were going to run the ball, whether it's Nico or the backs. We were going to run the ball. That was an emphasis for us this week. It doesn't matter who's doing it. We have a lot of guys that we think can control the line of scrimmage and get positive yards on the ground. And so we're going to call numbers for different people, and they have to take advantage of the situations. And we did a great job running the ball by committee.
Coach Skipper, talk about that last play. Did it work out the way that you guys had intended it with the safety, and how much time had went off the clock, or how did it work out for you guys?
No doubt. We were going to take that safety because we're up 7. And we knew they were going to try to hold us up. So if they're holding us up, we're going to have more time to eat off the clock. And I believe it was, 25 to 8 seconds we took off doing the safety. So that was huge because now it limits the plays they could get. And we wanted the field to flip. So by taking the safety, we can now kick it off, and we flipped the field. It worked amazingly. Something we've been practicing for a while, take a safety on the punt team. And I'm just happy for those guys. They executed. It was well-executed play.
Coach, after a win like that, what does the locker room look like after the game?
Disaster. There's water flying everywhere. There's music. There's guys that can't dance that are dancing. There's coaches trying to be dancers. It was exciting to be in there. I mean, it was some Saturday after games that have been kind of lonely and sad. And this will be the first Sunday we have where we kind of celebrate a little bit and enjoy a victory and then get ready for another tough opponent. But that locker room is probably still going in there. You'd think it's Mardi Gras or something happening.
Coach, your right-hand side, second row. 3 days to kind of Jerry prepare an offense like that. Can you talk about, 1, how difficult that is, and then 2, him being hoisted up by his players at the end of the game? I mean, you talk about what the moment like that looked like for you as a coach.
Yeah, Jerry's a ball coach, man. He is a ball coach. He's coached multiple positions on the offense. Like I said, he's a coach's kid. He attacked it. I mean, as soon as he knew he was going to call it, let's go to work. And he went straight to work. And we used every single hour and second and minute you could possibly use all the way up to kickoff. I mean, we did walkthroughs this morning, getting all his new stuff in there. He did a great job. Love that guy because I just love the work ethic and the patience he had. And the guys, man, they really respond to him. They really respond to him. You can see true love and belief, and that was amazing.
Coach Eric Lemke, the second right here in the front. After you guys started the entire season not leading at all for not 1 second throughout the course of the year, today you guys led wire to wire. Can you talk to me about the effort, the execution from the offensive line, and just what it meant to the overall tone of the game?
Yeah, we wanted to control the game. That's why we wanted to run the ball, and it all starts with the big boys up front. They have to control the line of scrimmage. They were creating openings. We know their D-line and their linebackers are really, really good, so we had to put bodies on those guys, and we just wanted to control it one play at a time, just take it one play at a time, and that's exactly what we did. We actually have never talked about not leading for a game. Somebody told me about that. That's how I knew, but we never talked about it or anything. We just went out there and played ball today, and we got the lead, and fortunately for us, we kept it.
Coach, right here. Yep. Two quick questions. Execution and starting slow have been issues. What clicked this week? And secondly, haven't really talked about the defense. Still a few problems here and there, but they held off Penn State. What can you say about the defense?
A big deal is starting fast. You guys heard me after the Northwestern game. I didn't like the way we started. So we practiced a little different. I went good on good, ones versus ones, right off the bat at practice. As soon as stretch was over, we went against each other to kickstart things. So that was a big part of it for us, and it worked out. I mean, I could see a difference. The guys were excited and ready to go right from the jump. So that was huge and awesome for the guys to take practice to the game. So that was huge. Defensively, I like the way we played. I mean, that's a top-notch team over there. The ultimate goal is to win. It's not to keep points down and all that stuff. You would always take that, but we have to make the plays to win the game. And there was some crucial stops that happened. We had to stop. The second to last possession was a big stop and fourth down, and then we took care of the clock situation at the end when they're trying to lateral it and things like that. Guys playing with correct leverage and things. So, and I think they only had 7 at halftime, so that was huge. So we're just going to keep on sawing wood and just keep on playing ball. That's defense right now. Just get the stops when you need. We got a turnover and things like that. Just keep playing ball. That's all it is.
Coach, when you have these just coaching turnovers throughout your season where you're at and you start off 0-4, but you get these big victories like this, how does it just kind of rejuvenate your season and just really inspire the locker room to keep going?
Yeah, it's just one day at a time, man. It's one day at a time. College football is crazy in multiple ways. You just take whatever happens each day and you keep on striving to stay on the rise. That's basically what it is. I'm a passionate, emotional, energetic type guy, and that's what I bring every single day. You never have a bad day unless you declare it a bad day. So every day is a good day if you want it to be good. Just stay positive, figure out solutions, and then you keep on rolling. So staying on the rise is a big thing to me, and that's what we've been doing.
Coach, I mean, what does it say just about the resilience of the team that not only you came out of the gate strong, but you held on to that lead the entire game, even if Penn State came back? What does that say about the team that they kept fighting?
Everybody in that locker room stayed together, okay? They stayed together. There was many storms happening throughout the last 2 weeks, whatever, but we found the daylight, we found the sunshine, and we kept on working. And that's all it is. You just keep on working. There's going to be more stuff this week. We're going to have to overcome it, and we're going to have to go play. So I'm just proud of everybody in that locker room, players and coaches, to get this thing done. Just so proud.
Hey, Coach. Rashawn Haylock, KTLA. To that point, these kids have been through a lot, right? I mean, even up until this week. What are some things as a staff that you guys have honed in on to just sort of bring some normalcy to allow this to happen today?
Yeah, block out the noise is the main thing. You just always want to block out the noise. Tell the guys when it's football time, it's football time. A major distraction, school just started. That's a major distraction. That's included in all the other stuff. So we have to always just stay the course. But when we're doing football, we're locked in on football. The outside, everything that you're hearing and the situation, all that stuff, doesn't matter. It's time to get better with football. Whether we're on the field or we're in meetings, we're in walkthroughs, whatever it is, it's about the ball. So we're just focused on that. We're going to continue to be focused on that, and we're going to still need to get better and better and better. It's a long season left, a lot of games to be played, and we're excited for the opportunity to keep on fighting and battling. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Which one do you sit at? How we doing, everybody?
Coach Newheisel, you've been in some great moments as a lifelong Bruin. Where does this one rank?
It's up there. The first thing I want to say is I love UCLA more than anything. And the kind of kids that you see that played on that field today is exactly why you love a place like this. We had 2 days to practice the new game plan, and all they did was believe. And we came out and played as hard as we could for 60 full minutes. Had to take a safety at the end because we messed it up a little bit. But, like, how can you not love college football when you have days like this? Special, special, special.
Over here. Just describe your emotions right now. You know, your dad in the CBS Sports booth is, you know, having the time of his life. Obviously, you were carried off the field after this win, and you love UCLA, as you were saying. Just describe your emotions right now.
It'd be a better question to ask me tomorrow. Right now, I still haven't come down off of it. You know, it's those kids. It's the fact that I got to spend time and do that and been around them for so long, and to come together and play a game like that. Like, I think that's what we were capable of. And I think to see their excitement and their emotion in that locker room, like, again, just a special, special day. I don't know where it would rank. I don't know how to really put it into words. I just am glad I'm the one who gets to be in it right now.
Coach, back over here. Can you talk about just the nuts and bolts of the week when you found out that you were going to be calling plays? Who told you the process going forward from then to now?
Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Tuesday at 5 o'clock, I found out that I was going to be calling plays, and then hadn't slept until I got like maybe 3 hours of sleep since then. Just trying to put together something that I think that they could operate on and they could go execute, and that's something they could be confident with. And I put a lot of onus on number 9. Like, Nico brought those guys together. His understanding, his willingness to do the extra work, to learn the game plan, and then go coach the guys when he was not in the practice the other day. Like, he is special, special. And I'm just glad we got him on our team. And it's reminiscent of all the guys that are on that offense and on that defense. Like, special, special.
Coach, to your left in the second row standing. Hey, Coach, congratulations. Coach, what are a few things you told Nico to change his performance in the offense's performance?
You know, I'd love to take a lot of credit that all of a sudden, like, we said some voodoo magic to him, but that's who he is. That's what he's capable of. And the understanding of what we were trying to accomplish and understanding the why of every play, like, that's what allowed him to go out and play like that. And again, I would love to take credit, because as a coach, you're loving to be like, I put my finger on that guy and that's why he's special. But I'm just going to be honest with you, he's special. And we just got to be able to facilitate around him. And he's got a lot of players who will go to the ends of the earth for him that are going to play on that offense with him. And so to be around that, you just kind of want to give him space and then just let him go.
Coach, right over here in the back. Like we said, you guys kind of came out, established that lead, and held it throughout. How do you keep your guys composed in the moment, locked in, you know, when that win over number 7 Penn State's right on the horizon?
You know what? It sounds harder than it really is. You know, that was the kind of the coaching point. That's everything we said on Friday night. Like, this was going to take full 60 minutes. And we talked about it at halftime. Like, we were going to get their best punch, and they came out and they played hard. Like, that's a really, really good team. Like, a really good team. And we had to play our very best to have a chance to win, and today we had our very best. And now the hard part is, like, this is not a bowl game. This is not the end of the season. This isn't something. Now you got to go back. You get work on Sunday. You forget all this and go back to work. So that's where it's like, yeah, you enjoy this moment like hell for the next 12 hours. And then as soon as you wake up on Sunday morning, it's how do we get the next one?
Jerry, over here. You had such a compressed schedule you were working on anyway, but it wasn't just the offense. You seemed like you were changing formations and just a lot of different things. Can you just kind of talk about that? I'd love to take a lot of credit. I think what we were trying to do was get a game plan together where the guys could feel confident, that no matter what look they gave us, that we would know exactly who we're blocking and what we were doing at all times. We know with how special they are on defense and how special they are as a team, we were going to have to do different things to be able to try to throw them off. And I thought our guys just went out and executed the game plan as well as we possibly could. It's just one of those days, and hopefully we got more of these days coming.
Coach, at what point throughout the first half, you guys were scoring every possession against number 7 Penn State. what did you see from them throughout the course of the game that allowed you guys to have that sustained success throughout the 60 minutes?
I think the plays just had answers. You know, they're a team that likes to mix up all their coverages. They're very good at it. And they play the same percentage of everything. So it's really hard to tell what they're going to be in, but you get a natural feel for what's going to happen next and where they're going to, and you get into the rhythm of the game. But I thought we did a really good job of making sure our game plan had answers for anything that they threw at us. And when we knew that, then we knew we could call these plays without this fear of, what if they call this? And to be honest, there's a lot of times today where the defense just made a really good call. We got stopped. You know, I thought the second half they did a really good job of adjusting to what we were doing. And there's 3 possessions there that I wish we could have back where we could have marched the ball down the field a little bit more. A couple of a miscommunication there that happens at the end of the game that makes that way closer than it probably should have been at the end. But all things you learn from. Like, I hate to say this, but I had never practiced with the headset in terms of the button to talk to the quarterback. So there's multiple times during the game I'm calling the play, but the headset's flipped up because I'm used to being a position coach. And then all of a sudden I'm pressing the wrong part of the button trying to talk to him. It was a mess. Hopefully we'll get that cleaned up by next week. But just one of those days. It just all kind of fell into place.
Coach, back over here, 2 things for you. Was there a point in the lead up to this game where you kind of felt these guys have got it and you were feeling good? And then the other question, what was Noel Mazzoni's imprint on this, given that he's back with you as well?
Last night I knew we had a chance. The way they were in our meetings, the way we had our offensive meeting, the way they took to our team meeting, it was the most enthusiastic 0-4 team you'd ever seen in your life. And all of a sudden you just get this delusional optimism where we might have a chance at this thing. And there's this belief. And I know it's really hard because if you're not in that environment, you feel like it's doom and gloom. But in that building, everyone believed. And that's all it really takes. And to have Coach Mazzoni here has been honestly one of the coolest things ever. That is somebody that I've looked up to, who I played for, who I moved to Texas for. And that is somebody that I can lean on and I trust, and somebody that I just love being around. So to have him with me, to have him helping with the quarterbacks, to have us to be able to bounce ideas off of, awesome. And awesome.
You got carried off the field, right?
Yeah.
Just like you did in Arlington, Texas.
Yeah.
What was that feeling like? And I hate to make you compare them, but was one better than the other?
You know what? I'll make a bad joke. When I was carried off the field in Texas, I had my mouth guard in the whole time. So if you go back and look at the pictures, I've got this big blue mouth guard in the entire time. This time I did not have a mouth guard, so I put this one just a little bit above the other one.
Thanks, Coach.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
You want to sit in the middle? No, you sit in the middle, bro. Oh, me.
What's this feeling like for you guys? Obviously, not been the smoothest season. To come in here and stun, the world, so to speak, and have a amazing performance today.
Well, I just told Jerry outside. I feel like it's just a stepping stone of what we're capable of doing. It's a big mindset for us. Understanding whatever's thrown in front of us, we capable of doing it. It was just all a mindset. We strive for perfection so much that we getting our own way. So understanding that today we just go out there, let loose, be free, and just letting certain plays that came to us, we made them, and just keep stacking from there. So for right now, it's just we understand, we happy of course because it took us so long, but we understand this is just step one for us. We gotta keep this ball rolling.
No, for sure. I would say the same thing. We didn't lose belief in ourselves. Even when, outsiders will lose belief in us, and reasonably so. I can't blame anybody for doing so. But at the same time, we just brought it every day. We knew what we could do, and today we finally got to display it.
Over here. Guys, Coach Skipper was saying that the locker room right now is a disaster with water flying everywhere, guys are dancing. There's a ton of fun. How would you guys as players describe that environment?
I don't know. It was fun, because we haven't experienced it yet. Nobody in the world expect us to win. Let's just be honest here. Everybody doubted us, and we understand we just kept ourselves. We just proud of each other, honestly. We played for each other. I wasn't playing for nobody in the stands. I wasn't playing for nobody else. It was just people on the sidelines and the ones that came with us to work every day at practice.
For sure. You want me to answer too? I would say it was exciting. Just this is my brother's first one at UCLA.
Hello.
So that was a beautiful thing to get to see him and see what he did today and see what the other guys did today. I was just very proud. I felt like a proud because I'm older and stuff. You know.
I'm on too.
All right. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Coach Foster said a couple of weeks that he still believed in you guys. He just knew you guys needed to get to the
Shout out Coach Foster, man. Shout out Coach Foster. I'm sorry.
That's fine. But he said you guys needed to become more disciplined. Talk about the changes that have gotten you to where you are today, and what was the difference that made from when you had him and what it is today.
I feel like we were just taking care of the little things. You know, it's always about the little details because how you do small things is how you do all things.
Right.
So that's what we was doing, just taking care of, like, just simple stuff.
Yeah, we still preach the same pillars Coach Foster had instilled in us. Like, it's the discipline, enthusiasm, respect. Like, we never underestimated them. Like, we gave them the much respect, so we played up to that caliber. You know what I'm saying? So, and just understanding every day, like, just stay down, chop wood, carry water. That's it.
This is for both of y'all. Belief isn't something that's quantifiable. It's not something that you could tangibly measure.
Right.
Can you talk to me about the importance of belief and why it's important?
Ooh, that's a great one.
That's beautiful.
You first.
Wait, can you say it one more time?
Yeah, that was a
Sound
good
like
question,
poetry.
man.
So belief isn't something that you can touch, you can feel, but it's something that you can feel when you're in a room with one another. Can you just talk to me about the importance of belief and why it's important to you all?
It's important to us because without belief, you're not going to have no energy. So we're big discipline, respect, enthusiasm. That's still the pillars. That's still what we believe in. And with that, you have to believe in order to be able to do something that, you know, other people may not think you can do, but we knew. So, you know, it was exciting.
I'm going to piggyback on that a little bit. Like, you got to understand, like, it's so, I'm going to say it like it's a defensive perspective. So, when you play defensive, it's a reactionary thing, right? I have to understand that if he does his 111 and I do my 111 and the guy next to me does his 111, everything going to flow together. So it's like the analogy where you put one pencil and you break it, but you put a few of them together and you try to snap them, it don't break because they all hold their own will. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm trying to go with right now. We all believe in each other. Like Nico, shout out to Nico, man, because once everything started shutting down, once Tino got released or whatever and they parted ways, he brought everybody up together and let us know, like, he's still in it. Everybody on the offensive side still with it. We already knew on the defensive side we were still with it. So it was just a great thing just to see everybody colliding like that. So that's the main thing right there, believing in one another. Appreciate you for asking that question.
Key, I've got a question for you. Can you talk a little bit about Scooter's big play right there at the end? You're in the safeties room with him. Can you talk a little bit about what that play was like to watch for you?
Yeah, and this is what's crazy. Honestly, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. But, like, for Scooter, it's a big thing for him because he's so young. But he went out there and manifested it before. If you, I don't know if they even recorded that far. But if you go, he literally said, I'm about to go make this play, and went out there and did it. So as his big brother and his mentor, like, I'm so proud of him and understanding, like, just keep stacking these days. Like I said before, like, he know he can do it, so it's big for us in the back end. It's big for him as well, so for his confidence and stuff like that.
We got last one here with Connor. Hi, Key, this is for you. You've always prided yourself on being a vocal leader on the team, and kind of like what you said, no one was kind of giving you any fair chance of winning this game. What were you saying to the guys, leading up to this, and how did that change, throughout the course of the game? Oh, honestly, man, it was just, I'm just trying to get the juices going. Like, once you understand, like, if everybody's having fun, it's like a kid in the candy store. You put a kid out there and they're doing his favorite thing out there is like nothing else in the world matters. Like, just be where your feet are, be present in the moment, man. Like, and that was the main thing. But it all really relied on my D-line, my front seven, and everybody around me just picking me up because I made some bad plays out there and everybody kept installing the same faith in me that I have in everybody else. So it was just a snowball effect for everything and energy. So
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank y'all.
Oh, yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this feels good.
Nico over here, you've come in faced us after some pretty tough losses. What does it feel like to come in here today after this kind of monumental victory?
Man, it feels great, man. We finally, put it together on the offensive side of the ball. And, man, we were able to score some points and, come out victorious. Defense did a great job holding them out on the last drive. And, man, I'm just proud of these guys.
Talk about installing this new Jerry Newheisel offense, what went into it, how you guys were able to click and thrive so well under, he found out at 5 p.m. Tuesday, and then you guys got to work. How did you guys do it so quickly, and, what went into that?
I mean, man, Coach Jerry's been in the building for a while now, so, going into it, we knew he had our backs. We knew he was going to give us everything he had as a coach, and I think that's all we needed from him, and we came out there and showed that today.
Nico, for you, over here. Key just told us that when Tino got released earlier this week, you kind of gathered the guys and was like, you're still in this, and rallied your guys. What was the message you gave your guys this week amid everything happening?
Yeah, man, there was just a lot of outside noise, coming into it, and I just was preaching to the guys that, if y'all don't want to be here, man, leave, man. So, I was basically telling the guys that, whoever still believes that we're still in this and that we still got, games ahead of us that we can go win, man, let's roll. So.
Hey guys, how you doing? It seemed like everything clicked. Was it a combination of just you've gone this far into the season and you guys know what to expect of each other, and how much of that did Coach Newheisel help to advance just everything basically? How did this offense come together?
Man, I think we've been persevering as an offense, and we haven't let any of the outcomes or the inside of the building, like the things that have been happening, affect us as an offense, especially on the O-line. I mean, Coach Quan has been pushing us every week, and I think it just as an offense, we keep lifting each other up, and that's all we could ask for as brothers and teammates.
Nico, over here. What is it about Jerry that gets you guys to, Jerry as a person, as a coach, that gets you guys to buy in?
Yeah, well, like Garrett said, Coach Jerry's been here for a while now. I knew Coach Jerry. I want to say going back to my senior year, when UCLA was recruiting me, so I've got a good feel for Coach Jerry, and man, he just, he puts that belief in us that we can go out there and execute, and he put a great game plan together for us to go out there and execute.
Nico, right here. Can you talk a little about using your legs today? There were multiple third down plays where you got large gains, kind of keeping drives going and getting back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, man, I was just taking what the defense was giving me. They're playing great coverage on the back end, and it was time for me to use my legs, and we were able to convert some big third downs and keep the drive going.
Nico, going back to what you said earlier about telling the guys, if you don't want to be here, then leave, and you kept that faith. What is it about the program or the coaches specifically that made you keep that faith through this season so far?
Yeah, I think, those past 4 games, man, it was just, a lot of self-inflicted stuff that were happening to us that, ended up, us coming up short. And, man, I always seen the skill level, the belief in our guys, and, the coaches kept us afloat. And, man, we had the right guys to do it. We just had to go execute. So today was a great display of that.
Nico, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You guys got off to a very fast start with a 10-0 lead. Coach Skipper talked about how he's encouraged you guys to start fast. What was going in your mindset when that lead, and did it boost your confidence, or were you guys already feeling that way coming into the game?
Me, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, man. Coach Skip was preaching us to strain and start fast, and yeah, man, it was a lot of games where we could have started fast like that and just feel better about the game. So, we've been coming from behind those past 4 games, and it felt great to go out there and get a lead.
Nico, Jerry was telling us about how his headset, he was having trouble with his buttons and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it like on your end? Because he said,
yeah,
I
a couple of
keep screwing
times
this up.
I just had to call my own play, man, because Jerry would forget to push the button, and I'm out there like there's no communication. So yeah, it was great, man. Coach Jerry, it was his first game calling it, and he just has to remember to push that button. Yes, I ended up getting a big scramble. And then the last one I caught didn't work. We got stuffed on that 4th and short, and yeah, man, that's on me, man. I got to go get that 1 yard, and I'm grateful for our defense to go out there and get that last stop.
Nico, well, one for you, Nico.
Yeah, man,
first
that's Garrett some questions.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
First, Nico, what was it like to get the ball back so quickly with that onside kick, and to have that kind of faith to try something like that and get you guys another shot like that?
It was great, man. Our special teams unit are, one of the best in the country, and we did great getting that onside back. We didn't want to end out with 3. We wanted to go score a touchdown, but yeah, man, I'm glad they were able to get that back for us.
And then Garrett, I mean, we've talked about it since Big Ten Media Day, right? That something to prove mantra on that O-line. Knowing the struggles you guys had with penalties, to only have, I think, 1 in the first half and kind of help set the tone and give your offense a shot, what did it mean to finally, put something together like that?
It's everything, man. I mean, we've been preaching about no penalties. Coach Jerry talked about no STP, sacks, turnovers, penalties before the game. And I think we came out there and really cut down on that. We proved something as an O-line. It was a money game for us. The D-line against Penn State was a good squad, and we came out there and showed them what we were about too. So, yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.